A moment of unity, a time to smile and cheer our counties to victory. From the east to the west, from the north to the south of Liberia. It is a time when we all leave our political differences aside and unite as one county, singing the same lines of victory song for our boys and girls. This is the National County Sports Meet. From the top of Duco in Monrovia to the Gibi Mountain in Margibi County, from the port of Buchanan in Grand Bassa County, to the peaks of Wologisi in Lofa County and Mount Nimba in Nimba County, through the Zestos River in Riverside County, to the streets of Fishtown in Rivergy County, as we rise to a moment of unity, a time to smile and cheer our counties to victory. From the east to the west, from the north to the south of Liberia. It is a time when we all leave our political differences aside and unite as one county, singing the same lines of victory song for our boys and girls. This is the National County Sports Meet. From the top of Duco in Monrovia to the Gibi Mountain in Margibi County, from the port of Buchanan in Grand Bassa County, to the peaks of Wologisi in Lofa County and Mount Nimba in Nimba County, through the Zestos River in Riverside County, to the streets of Fishtown in Rivergy County, as we rise to a moment of unity, a time to smile and cheer our counties to victory. From the east to the west, from the north to the south of Liberia. It is a time when we all leave our political differences aside and unite as a moment of unity, a time to smile and cheer our counties to victory. From the east to the west, from the north to the south of Liberia. It is a time when we all leave our political differences aside and unite as one county, singing the same lines of victory song for our boys and girls. This is the National County Sports Meet. From the top of Duco in Monrovia to the Gibi Mountain in Margibi County, from the port of Buchanan in Grand Bassa County, to the peaks of Wologisi in Lofa County and Mount Nimba in Nimba County, through the Zestos River in Riverside County, to to the streets of Fishtown in Rivergy County as we rise to a moment of unity, a time to smile and cheer our counties to victory. From the east to the west, from the north to the south of Liberia, it is a time when we all leave our political differences aside and unite as one county, singing the same lines of victory song for our boys and girls. This is the National County Sports Meet. From the top of Duco in Monrovia to the Gibby Mountain in Margibi County, from the port of Buchanan in Grand Bassa County to the peaks of Wologisi in Lofa County and Mount Nimba in Nimba County, through the Zestos River in Riverside County to the streets of Fishtown in Rivergy County as we rise to
Okay, and so a pleasant good afternoon wherever you are and wherever you're watching us from, and a pleasant welcome to Image TV, coming to you live from the city of Peaceville. And we are here this afternoon to bring you this conversation about the National County Meet that is ongoing in the country, a game that is meant to bring unity amongst citizens of the country, to bring togetherness, and to also celebrate unity. And it has been an interesting match since the beginning of this game, and it's quite interesting. So today we are here on this platform to have a brief conversation about the entire county meet, give some histories, give some interesting information, and also do a bit of conversation about games that are to come in the coming days. So wherever you are, folks, however you join us, I would like to say a pleasant welcome to you on Image Sports with me, David Siwalu, and I'm going to be joined shortly by Kai Brown, our sport reader on this platform, and together we are going to be having ourselves all interactive discussion in the world of sports. So wherever you are, however you follow us, I would like to say a pleasant welcome to you. Don't you go away as we take this break. To be right back.
a moment of unity, a time to smile and cheer our counties to victory. From the east to the west, from the north to the south of Liberia, it is a time when we all leave our political differences aside and unite as one county, singing the same lines of victory song for our boys and girls. This is the National County Sports Meet. Top of Duco in Monrovia to the Gibby Mountain in Margibi County, from the port of Buchanan in Grand Bassa County to the peaks of Wologisi in Lofa County and Mount Nimba in Nimba County, through the Zestos River in Riverside County to to the streets of Fishtown in Riverton County as we rise. A moment of unity, a time to smile and cheer our counties to victory. From the east to the west, from the north to the south of Liberia. It is a time when we all leave our political differences aside and unite as one county, singing the same lines of victory song for our boys and girls. This is the National County Sports Meet. Top of Duco in Monrovia to the Gibi Mountain in Margibi County, from the port of Icano in
All right, and so folks, a pleasant welcome back to Image Sport on Image TV, coming to you live from the state of Queensland. And like I said, on today's edition of the program, we are taking a look at the county meet, that is recent games that have happened, the matches, how did the team play, giving you results of matches that have happened, and also we are going to be telling you about games that are coming up, how we see them, how we think about them. Those information are also going to be coming up on this edition of the program, Image Sports. And here, this hour, with the man Kai Benedict Brown, who will be joining us shortly, and together with Kai, we are going to be talking about the county meet. And I just hope that as you are out there, you can weigh in your own thoughts. You can weigh in whatever point that you have to make, and we will actually appreciate that in the comment section. So once again, I would like to welcome you, Kai.
You getting me? Thanks. Yeah, good to be on this platform again. Thanks for the opportunity once again.
It's good to be on the platform. So on today's edition of the program, basically we are going to be taking the look at the county meet, some histories about the county meet, and a lot of things that have to do with the teams, the player, some points that we'd like to give out to those that are watching this live. And so firstly, I would like to know from you, so far we have had series of games that have played, Margibi. We have had games with Nima, with Baxa, with Lofa, with Grand Gide, Grand Crew, Riverside. I mean, you witnessing those games, how do you see them?
I think they are all good matches. The past game, they are all good matches. Looking at Lofa defeating Grand Baxa. Lofa is the current champion, and people expect much from them. Then going on, looking at Cape Mount defeating Grand Gide. Wow, it's a plus for them. And also going to Monserrato Kante. Monserrato Kante having a first female coach to ever coach the National Kante Sport League. Having the draw is also a plus for them, but we hope that they will go far off in this competition.
Hoping that they will go far off in this competition. So what I have noticed during the game is about the coaches. I don't know whether you have seen that, but Monserrato County is the only country that is firing a female coach in this county mid game. I mean, how do you see that?
I think that's a plus, the including of female coaches. I think we have some female coaches that can deliver. Looking at her ability from that down, she not cringe to Liberia. She not cringe to Liberian. She have coached the honor 17 girls who have just from the Manon River Youth Tournament and they won it. She has represented Liberia on so many times. Even to the CAF champion, the qualifier in Senegal, she been to Morocco. She's not cringe. So I think she get the qualification and she'll do better.
And though their first game, they never came out as a winner, but well, uh, they play well. They play well, and there were a lot of improvement that were seen in their play. But now, coming to this whole issue of counter meet, that one of the major purpose for which this game, first of all, came into being is to unite Liberians, is to unite the 15 counties in the country, be it politicians, be it humanitarians, be it entertainers, or just wherever you are from. This game is meant to bring everyone together as Liberians, irrespective of the religious background, irrespective of the political background, irrespective of where you are from. And so far, so good. Years have gone that we have played this game, and now we are in another quarter again of this game again. I mean, what can you say? What have you seen throughout this game from the start up to now? Is the purpose of uniting Liberians? Is the purpose of sparking out new talents? Is this game actually meeting that purpose?
No, no. I will say yes and I will say no. Like I said in our last show, this league is meant as nurturing young talent, but we keep seeing the same talent over and over and over. I will rate the national contest for the on the count of bringing out new talent on the scale of 1 to 10. I will rate it as 4 because you keep seeing the old faces at the same time, at the same time, and it go on, it's go on, it's go on, it's been happening. So I think it's time that we change the time. As it when we say counted, the counted should be there. Where we see every year, we see new faces, we see new things, new changes into the counted league. We need fresh legs. We want to see fresh legs on the counted league. We don't want to see old faces. So in
All
to
right.
conclude, I would say the counted league has not been bringing in new faces.
All right. So, according to you, what you know and what you think the countermeasure should be about is not just about unity. It's not just about bringing Liberians together. It's not just about us celebrating our sports. As it is also meant to promote talents, as it is also meant to promote skills. What needs to be done now is that every season of the county meet, there should be new faces, there should be new talent that are being promoted. And the issue of seeing one person dominating a game every season, every year, the national county meet organizer who has to do with the Ministry of Youth and Sports needs to see reasons to work on this. And this is one thing that you are not the only person that is actually saying this. You are not even the first person that is saying this. There are a series of individuals, several persons who see the counter meet as a means of uniting Liberians, but not just as uniting Liberians only, but also promoting the skills of young people in the 15 subdivisions of the country. And if we should do that, if we should promote the skills and talent of young people in other part of the countries, it means that definitely we should stop featuring people that have played seasons upon seasons, and every season that come, they still come in and pray for the country meet. There is a need that the Ministry of Youth and Sports starts to work out modalities. If not, they can even set up a guidelines that you as a person, if you play in the country meet for one season, the next season you play, it means that that should be the end. you should stop there. I mean, find other places to play and leave the county media alone. Then other folks come in and starts to play. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. Exactly. So at least you will see new faces, and there will be a chance that other kids will have the opportunity to shine. And then you will see new faces coming on onto the Liberia national team, into the first division league. You will see new faces then surfacing.
Okay, so the call for some changes to be done in the country when it comes to firing player. Now, another thing that I want us to look at is the issue about players from one country leaving that country, going to another country and playing against their country. Or maybe this person plays for Monterrey County last season in the county meet, and then next season you are seeing this person playing for Grand Bassa County, or this person is playing for Magibi County. I mean, is there something that can be worked on so that if you play for a specific county, it means that you meet with that county, or should it just be as it is?
Sometimes I won't blame the players for moving from one country to another. Sometimes I will blame the countries. I can be a player and play whole game, like from the group stage to the round of 16. And after the country league, the country is holding me my pet down. I will not be happy. The foreign country, if I see another country that is better than the country I was with, I will move to that country and get a better chance. So I think the problem is not with the players, but the problem there is with the country team. Like look at one country, sometimes you hear, oh, this country is holding the players, so and so a man, so and so a man. So I think if every country is paying the players according to what they discuss per contract sheet, you won't have the players moving from this other country to play with other country. I think that's the problem. That's why we find players moving from one country to another, because country is the time players used to hustle. They are not only coming to play country, some of them coming to hustle and get daily meal for their family. So if a country is not paying them well, you'll find them relocating to another country.
Only them relocating to another country is one thing. You just talk about the issue of being able to pay those players that are playing within a country meet. And also the issue of logistics is becoming a major concern in a country meet. Recently, we saw several teams, River G, when they were traveling for their games, their bus broke down and they had to spend series of several hours on the road and calling for help so that other cars or other people can go to help them to take them to the field. Also, we saw that when other counties team were going on the field to play, we saw that a lot of political forces were involved in those acts, taking those people, carrying them to the field to play the game. I mean, should we be accepting this? Should this be allowed to continue to happen based on the fact that we say we are playing this game because we want to live away, we want to do away with politics. We don't want for politics to divide us, so we are doing away with politics in this game. But see, certain political parties of Vigos, I mean, playing key roles in the county meet, where it has to the transporting of teams and all of that. Should this continue? Are we actually sticking to the fact that there should be a non-political thing, or are we seeing the involvement of political or party vehicles or political persons as being just a normal thing? Now, that's one. The second thing is the games are playing, and like you said, after the game, you find these players, they have to protest, they have to make noise in order to get their balance payments. I mean, should there be guidelines set by the Ministry of Youth and Sports that if you contract a player, that whether you win or not, it is a burning duty on you to make sure that those guys that have come to play for your team, that have come to play for your county, that those guys receive their payment without a delay. I mean, should something be done about this?
Yes. I think something that should be done about it. But before the County League kick off, I'm sure that the Ministry of Youth and Sport normally gave per down to these counties to settle the player for preparation. But I don't know what these counties do with the money. But I think if they are using the money to settle the player, apart from the counties too, the money Youth and Sport give to the counties is small. But there are other parliament individuals who can come in sometimes to help to assist the county teams to transport. So that's where the politics come in. Because every time you see your candidate playing or senator will come in, I will get so and so, I will get so and so. I think that will not stop now. Once they come to the candidate issue, there will always be politics into it. So I don't think that's going to stop anytime from now. It's going to continue and continue. For the player issue, yes, I think the Ministry of Youth and Sport needs to put in place that every game player play, they should receive a better according to the contract sheet. Because we don't want to find an issue where players are going to be protesting every time. We are seeing it on numbers from 2005 up to 2024. We are seeing it. It's not strange to us. It's something that has been happening like Otarima.
Been happening like a daddy man. So now let's take a look at the county meet for now and see teams that have played, teams that have won, and what can we say about them? What can we say? Recently, we saw a series of games that were played, including the Grand Bassa, including the Lofa, including the Riverses, the Bombing, the Magibi. All of those teams played recently, and we saw people, showcasing their skills. And it was even said that Tapet threatened Lofa County that, well, all those that are speaking against me for leaving Lofa and going to play for Nima, they should get ready for me because I'm coming to the carpet. And when I meet meet Lofa, I will have to show them something different. I mean, we have seen the skills. We have seen people that are playing. And what I'm saying is that this national county meet, it continues to deliver us excitement. It continues to deliver us unity. Most of all, it continues to deliver a competitive football as the counties battle for honor, as the battle for glory, as the battle for supremacy. But I want us to take a look through the results that came up over the weekend and looking at team performance, comparing their play as to how they played and what can we expect from them in coming games. I want us to look at that, and we will begin with the first result that happened between what Maryland County and that of Greenville County. And this was a challenging game. It was actually a challenging one where you will see as the game goes on, Greenville will come and score. And just a few minutes later, Maryland will come and return. And it continued that way. And it started with just a light play. And as it started to go on, we began to see much tension as the both teams were fighting to prove their supremacy, as the both teams were trying to outperform the other. And we saw, despite all that happened, well, there was not a winner, though someone thought that they were going to be a winner, but no winner came out of that game. But I want you to weigh in on this. The game between Maryland County and that of Greenville. How did you look at it? What can you say about this game?
First, I think, in my own opinion, I think that group there may be one of the group of death. Yeah. Looking at Maryland, you got Greenville, they are all from the southeast. And when brother against brother is on down the football field, there's no friendship until after the game. So I think Maryland play a better football than Greenville, but just that at the end, the players started to suffer from fatigue. So I think both teams need to go by, work on their player stamina, but you can have a player playing your game, then less than 45 minutes, and then you are tired. So I think they need to focus much on the player energy and then work on some tactics, drills, boss drills, and things. Sometimes we want to see active football. We want to see the ball going around, not just players going on the field hitting one another. Sometimes we want to see the ball moving around. You know what I mean? Like you follow football, like you see in the Premier League, Barcelona, when they're playing, you see the ball moving around, player running with it. We want to see things like that too in the county league. So I think both teams got a good teams, and we look forward to see who will progress from the group stage.
Okay, both team got a good team, but so one of the team they need to work on their stamina because as the game went on, you could see that the players started to get tired so quick. And if you are going out with the mindset that you want to become a winner, that you want to become a champion, the issue of getting tired so quick, you need to work on that and do away with it. And that is just right. That is right. As we see the teams that are coming in to play, most of the time they come in, let's say, within the first half. That is when you see all of the tension. That is when you see all of the skills. That is when you see all of the talents. I mean, they are eager to prove that yes, indeed, we are more powerful than the other side. But as the game goes on, and then you start to realize that these guys starts to drop in speed. These guys starts to drop in their attacks. These guys starts to drop in their defense, and that is when you see a lot of mistakes begin to happen. That is when you see a lot of mistakes starts to happen, and as that happens, another team starts to take advantage of it. And as the team is taking advantage of it, definitely it means that if they make the rightful use of that advantage, they could come up as a winner. But that was not the case between the Maryland and that of the Brainpool game. Well, they both team they drew their game, but they were even a match. I will say from my side, they were even a match, and they shared a point. And we hope to see something better from them next time. We hope to see an improved team. And this time around, they are coming with a mindset of winning, and not just a mindset, but they will work towards it and actually become the winner of the game. Let's now move to the day two, which is Sunday game, where we saw a series of team play. The first one has to do with River G and that of River Says. What can you say about the game about River G and River Says?
Wow. First, that's a two sisters there. Two sisters, River G and
Mm-hmm.
River Seth. So
Mm.
both teams when I pass result, hmm, it's gonna be a difficult match. Both teams, it's gonna be a
Okay.
difficult match.
Yeah. So the match was a difficult one, but despite the game being a difficult one, there came a winner, and in that game, River G made a strong statement, and that statement was made with confidence, and he made that statement with confidence over how you call it, River G. And as if you witness the game, you will see that their attacking intent and their defense, they earned them a higher spot above River Says. Why? Because they went with their all, and not that they went in prepared to not just go and just play because of play's sake, but they went in with the mindset of coming up being victorious. And that was what they did. They came out earning them their 3 points, placing them among the early contenders. And this is something that I must appreciate them for. That's what, like you said, they both counties are sisters counties. But when it comes to competition, the issue about sister, brother, I mean, there is a need that we just do away with that because I'm coming for a win and I want to achieve whatever it is that I've set up to achieve. And it happened for River G, and they came up with their win. Two against River Sets. And now we are hoping that if River Sets will ever have the chance, they need to come back stronger. They need to come back more prepared. They need to come
Yeah.
back ready to make a difference because the path that they started with, if they continue on that path, definitely it will not be a good standpoint for them. Means that they will leave this very early, and then they might disappoint their supporters, they might disappoint their financiers, and they might disappoint everyone that are looking up to them. So River Says needs to come up more prepared. River Says need to come up more ready next time if they have an encounter. And the next game we are going up to is the game between Bowen County and that of Margibi. And that was another interesting match to play, to witness. And it was played in Margibi County. And it was actually an interesting one. And to this game, Margibi County continue their reputation as a competitive team. Not just a competitive team, but a very resilient one. And they came on the field with the mindset that we are going to show our supremacy. And once we get on the field, we are going to make sure that we do all we can in our effort to come out victorious. And that was exactly what they did. That they came up with a score of 2-1 against Bomi County. So Margibi won her game against Bomi County in a very good game. Bomi fought, Bomi played. They actually played. They played, but they were just no match for Margibi as it came to the game. So looking at Bomi and that of Margibi County, what can you say about these two teams? What do you know about their strength?
Both of them, they got a good team, a fantastic coach, and again, everybody go to the game to win.
Mhm.
No one go to lose. But again, there they play at the beginning. Both teams have 50-50 chance, and then they play. Margibi won. Margibi came prepared, and they won. They came with that winning mentality. I'm sure their coach is trying to build a winning team. And you know a team that have a winning mentality that goes to the game 100% with a winning mentality, there's 100% sure that they're going to win. Whether they are down 1-0 or they are down
Mhm.
2 goals, they're going to play. They're going to play until they get the final result. I think that was what Margibi did. Want me to play, but
Mhm.
that screen, it was not enough. But we love to see the next game, what they will do in the next game. See what they will
Yes,
do in the
indeed.
next game.
We look to see their next game. Mhm. We look to see what they will do in their next game. And as you said, the winning mentality is what every team that are entering into the field are going with. But not just you having the mindset of winning, but as to whether you are prepared, as to whether you are working towards it. And now we should not forget that Magibi has a very experienced team. Margibi have visited the championship. They are senior A. They have played around for so many times, and they have even clutched onto it. And now
Yeah,
maybe Margibi again wants to do the same to clutch onto this title once again. So this time around, they say we are not starting with a play. We are making sure that every game that we get, we win. And
Yeah.
though bombing tried their best, but the bombing counter team is a promising one. Despite the loss, I'm sure that bombing can come back from wherever they are right now, and they can do something better. And so the next game that played on Sunday was the game between Nima and that of Sino County. And it's like youth sport is just putting all of the relatives together.
Yeah.
Youth sports is just putting all of the relatives together. Just imagine Riverside playing against River G, a Grand Crew playing against Maryland, and now Nima County is playing against Sando. So they just put all of the sisters and brothers together to play among themselves. And the game between Nima and Sando was actually an interesting one. Nima County began the game with an early goal. And as they move on, they continue to increase their score until they reach at a point of 3, beating Sano County 3-0. And this sends a very strong and tough message to all other teams. Now, Nima County is not for play. Nima County is coming, and they are coming for the win. And this time around, they actually want to take a win again. And they are not joking about it. And the message was made clear when they had that encounter with Sano County. And it was actually a very interesting game. And as a matter of fact, Nima County is one of the most successful counties when it comes to the county meet. In county meet history, Nima County is one of the most successful counties. And they always remind everyone why they are considered as one of the favorites. Because when they get on the field, they do not joke. They played to win. They play to win, and they do all they can in their power to make sure that they win whatever game that they had. So Nima County commanding 3-0 victory, it highlighted a lot of things. It highlighted a lot of things. And one is that Nima County has a very strong attacking power. Nima County has a very strong attacking power. Aside from that, they have the discipline, and they also have the talent. And Tapper again made his point clear by scoring in the game. And he said, "This is my first game in this year county meet, and I'm glad that I had a chance to score. So I'm making a point, and I will continue to make this point until I reach on the carpet." And this is a statement that means a lot. That is, he's determined that though I'm receiving a lot of backlashes from sport lovers, I'm receiving a lot of backlashes from fans, but I think I need to show to them that, well, I'm playing on the side that I feel that is right, the side that is treating me right, the side that is giving me the best offer. That is the side that I'm going to play for. And as I've come to play for this Nima County, I have to do all I can to make Nima to make their mind. And that is just what he is doing. It's up to you, Benedict.
Yeah, looking at the mental there, leaving Lova, when he was leaving Lova, he didn't leave Lova in on good terms. Yeah.
Mhm.
So many Lovian side the ring, in sort only them looking at the matter, the way he left the team.
Mhm.
So people started to say that he didn't leave the team good. He could remain on the team and be crowned as a champion or a legend of Lova County. But people are saying now that because he left the team, he is not considered as a legend. When you speaking of Lova County teams, when you are counting the legend, they are saying that James Tabel is no longer among them. That's why all the things he
Mhm.
have done for Lova County, winning 2 titles with them. They are saying
Mhm.
that he's not a legend. So now,
Mhm.
let's go to Nima County. Nima County, James Tabel The Makane don't have nothing to prove to Team Stabel. Now he
Mm.
don't want have something to offer
To
them
prove. Yeah.
to prove to that team that I'm here, I can deliver. I'm the man that you've been waiting for. I can deliver.
Mhm.
So Lofians now and Nimale now are done looking up to him. Say,
Mhm.
yes, you've been a big player for Lova. You are here now. You can
Mhm.
deliver, yeah. Deliver to us.
Show us. Show us what
So
you can do.
so I think him joining Nima Kante team, Nima Kante is one of the successful teams. Every year Kante lead, they are always on Kante's, they are on contenders for the
Mhm.
trophy. There's a there is a 60% possibility once Nima is into the quarterfinal, there's a
Mhm.
60% possibility that they will carry it. And once they hit the semifinal, they don't joke with it. If you are counting the numbers of time Nima Kante been into the final from 1 to 10, I would say Nima Kante have a stronghold. So I think Nima
Mm.
Kante is a Kante contender and a team to watch out for in this Kante.
Mm. Nima County is a very strong contender and a team to watch out for in this county meet, and that is for sure. That I mean, these teams need to watch up for Nima, and there are just few counties that the team needs to watch out for, and Nima County is one of them. Nima County have shown their supremacy. Nima County have shown that they are not in this game for play. They are in this game to cling onto the trophy. They are here to win, and they are not joking about it. And so, all teams needs to watch out for Nima and make sure that whenever they are having an encounter with Nima, they always be on their guard, as Nima is not joking, as Nima is not playing. The next game we had on Sunday was the one between Grand Gillette and Grand Kidmore County. And this was also an interesting one. This was an interesting one. And in this game, we saw Grand Gillette being defeated. It was a tough match, a very tough one between Grand Cape Mount and that of Grand Chile, where Cape Mount came in with an early goal, and Grand Chile came and redeemed that goal, and they play on. They play on. Only into the dying minutes of the game for a slight mistake from Grand Chile County to leave Grand County in the lead, and that remained until the game ended. And this is something that other teams needs to actually learn from. That if you go in for this game, you have to make sure that you are playing for the win and you are not letting your guard down. Because the least mistake that you make could actually leave you as a loser. And that was the case of Grand Gillette County, and where Grand Cape County secured a very important win against Grand Gillette. And in this game, they displayed their tactical sharpness. And in that sense, is that Grand Cape was always on the lookout. They were always on the watch out, just looking for that little chance to do what they could do to become the winner of that game. While on the other hand, Grenadier at some point started to feel relaxed. At some point, they started to feel that, well, this is we get draw days, and when we draw days, it will have no a negative impact on us. But Kidman were focused on winning. That was the difference between the two teams. Grenadier started becoming relaxed, where Cape Mon was still being vigilant, where Cape Mon was still being sharp, especially when it comes to the tactical aspect on the field. And the least mistake that was made, they actually took advantage of it and it came out as a winner. So let's touch a bit on this game, the Grand Gillette game, and after that, we get to the Grand Basel and that of Lofa game. What can you say about the Grand Gillette and Grand Cape Mod game?
First of all, I like to look at the Grand Cayman County team. They are another team, they got a strong team, but I think for now, attention are not focused on them. They have spent much money on their team. They have even went as far as hiring a talent coach with a lesson to coach them. So I think that the fact that they went ahead to hire a coach from Italy or Liberian to coach them, I think that they want to win the league. So they are a team to watch out for. So right now, people are not seeing them. The guy is very good or UEFA coach. And I think he's doing it best. So then we also why he did to Grand Nigeria. And going
Mm.
to Grand Nigeria team, Grand Nigeria have been into the quarterfinal, semi-final, the past two countries, and people expected much from them. In terms of experience for the past 2 years, they've been doing better than came out. So they
Mhm.
went into the game with as the team with the most experienced team into that game. What came out was considered as the
Mhm.
underdog. But we saw what happened. The underdog overshadowed
Mhm.
the experience gap, and then they produced a result. So I think we look to see the next game. While both teams will qualify, winning your first game does not mean you come in town. Losing your first game does not mean you won't come in town. We also the case with the current World Cup winner. They lost their first game and then they came back, they bounced back. Who knows? Maybe Grand Chile could bounce back and make a comeback. Who knows? Game man we are praising. Who knows? They could lose that next game. But well,
Mhm.
let's find out.
Yes, indeed. Cape Mount that we are praising today, they could lose their next game, and that is true. And there is this saying that it says, "Football is what a biscuit. It can break anyway. It can break anyway," and that is true. So today, one thing may have played well in the past game, and the next game that is coming, they may not do well, and that is the beauty about football. A team can play good today, and tomorrow, they may not play well, and that is something that we all just have to expect, especially when it comes to the game of football. Let's now move to the game between Grand Bassa County and that of Lofa County, the Lions. And this clash is one of the clash that lived up to expectation, most especially as Lofa County was able to overpower Grand Bassa in a thrilling encounter. Now, Lofa attacking strength and their teamwork actually stood out in the game. While on the other hand, Graham Basson showed some flashes of quality, but they actually struggle with the issue of deficiency. And if they should come up, if they should come back in the game, if they should be able to get a spot, they need to work on that. They need to make some adjustments in their team. They should be able to do more as compared to what they did in the game against Lofa. And the result of this game, it further strengthens the reputation of Lofa. Now, especially the issue of this morning content meeting. As for me, I was one person that I was like, wow, in this first game, Lofa is going against Grand Bassa that we know. How is this going to end? And I started to make a lot of fun of it. Even started to post, this arena 40, Bassa already, all those stuff. Because the two teams are teams that have been in the county meet, that have made their point in every game, that have always make sure that their name remains in the mouth of the spectators, that their names remain in the mouth of their fans from the beginning of the game to the end. And so, this first game between the two teams, I mean, there were a lot of expectation from both teams. And Lothar was able to deliver, while Grandmaster one or the two slack back. But we are expecting a comeback. We are expecting a comeback from Grand Bassa County. Now, they are going to be taking all their angles on the next team that they will be meeting with. And I just hope that before we end this program, Kai, you can be able to give us a rundown of the games that are to play comes Wednesday. Yeah, I hope you can do that for us. So,
Yeah.
okay. So between the two teams, you witnessed the game. You saw how the game went. What can you say about Grand Bassa and that of Lofa County?
First of all, looking at Grand Bassa team, eh, from the beginning, they've been struggling. They play a couple of test matches, including Mozzarella County, and they lost. I think they've been having a slow start, even before moving to the National County Sport League. So we hope that the team can pick up, they can go back to that drawing board and readjust, starting up here and make a comeback. They've been receiving a lot of support. The fans are supportive to them. The support are there, and I think they can make a comeback. When it comes to Lofa, we all know Lofa County is leading by example. They are not just the champion. They are not just the champion of the National County Sport League. They are also trying to build something on their own by
Mhm.
building their own stadium. So looking at Nova, I think they got the support, they got everything they need. They even got the president. So they got everything that they need. So I think looking at
Mm.
Lova, if every county too, apart from the county, they can follow Lova footstep by saying it will build at least a 1,000 person stadium. And will go well. Look at the current stadium they are playing, began and the rainfall yesterday. See how the stadium get molded. People are even discussing the stadium thinking that the game may not hold tomorrow. So we have to work on our playing pitch. So that's it.
Okay, and you just made a very salient point when it comes to the playing page, and some of the pitches that these games are being played on, I do not know as to whether the organizer actually went and inspected these areas before they consider them as being host. Because some of the places we are seeing, I mean, they should not be, should not have been used at all. I mean, there are other counties that have field that are up to standard, pitches that are up to standard. And I think they could have been used instead of the ones that we saw, where you see a page where the rain falls and the whole place gets muddy up and all of those things. I mean, Liberia has come far. Liberia has come far. And this country meet have actually been in existence for a very long time. And this is why the thing that that is our last coverage that we had. And I made this as a point. Where we have reached now in the country meet, I do not think that we should be going back every time. For the length of time that this game has been played for, I think it is about time now that this game starts to make more progress instead of coming back. Now, this counter meet that we are playing now, there were a lot of expectation, especially based on the announcements that were made by the Ministry of Youth and Sports. We expected a lot of addition to this counter beat. That includes the basketball, the track and field. It also has to do with the female soccer. They made the pronouncement that all of these games were going to be added in this year counter meet. But surprisingly, we are seeing something different. It's not happening as they said it was going to happen. And we think that our organizer needs to be a
What do you
bit
want?
serious. Serious.
No.
The organizers needs to be a bit serious. When they come up for these games and make pronouncements, we expect them to work according to their own pronouncement that they have made and make sure that those things that they said were going to come up, that those things actually come up in the game. You cannot come up and make a pronouncement that these other disciplines are going to be added to the game this coming season. And surprisingly, we are not hearing anything about it. There have been no pronouncement of those games. All we are saying is just about the kickball and that of the football. So there should be some kind of explanation as to whether the organizer of this year is actually having some challenges. And if they are having challenges in setting up this game, I mean, that should be made known instead of just keeping mute. I mean, people are concerned. They want to know what is going on. What these disciplines that were announced that they were going to be added are not being added to the county meet. Why? And answers needs to be given as it relates to that. What can you say, Kai?
Yes, for sure. Answer need to be given. When it comes to the national county, every year we raise millions of dollars. But up to now, we don't know what the Ministry of Youth and Sport is doing with all this money that they raise. Every year, we raise millions of dollars from the time the county was introduced. We raise millions of dollars from the football, from the kickball, from the basketball, from the track and field. We raise millions of dollars. We don't know what the Ministry of Youth and Sport is doing with that money. So now, speaking on the playing page, every year we raise, I believe that Ministry of Youth and Sport can raise more than 5 million every year from National County Sport League. So now, every year from 2005, right, to 2025, that are almost close to 20 years, right, we have almost close to 20 winners. So now, if each county could win this National County League, Ministry of Youth and Sport say, oh, look, come, identify this, give us this spot, that will build a stadium for you. Every year, we will see Liberia will get a good playing pitch. We can build a good stadium from the National County Sport League. But every year, we don't see 19. Me, I one person I consider the National County Sport League as you kind of go and play, you just have fun while we steal from you. That's one of the means I consider as the National County League. But if the Ministry of Youth and Sport is not only playing county league, they should also use the ministry, the National County League to do a youth development, invest in the youth, not just coming to come play. Look at Morocco today. Morocco national team, that the current under 17 national team. They came here, they all test match. Liberia beat them 3-0. We were all here laughing around here. Oh, Morocco can play. 3 years later, where's Liberia under 17 team? You don't find them anywhere. But where's the people under 17 team? They just won the under 17 World Cup. No, the under 20 World Cup. They just won it. Where you can find house. So if the county league can use it to invest into young talent, I believe we'll go somewhere. And two, Ministry of Youth and Sport, they need to answer questions. You cannot make a pronouncement and then the next time you come and tell us no money. There's money there, but I believe they don't want to invest the money into the county league. There's money there. If there's no money, why are they stealing? You see, one minister will go and take money from the other area that don't belong there and invest on it. So there is money there. Ministry of Youth and Sport needs to tell us where's the female kickball, they promise, where's the track and field, where's the basketball. They need to answer questions.
Yes, indeed, they need to answer question. You cannot come up and make pronouncement, and when people are expecting that pronouncement to be put into action, and only for us to come and see that excuses are being given, and that is something that we need to do away with, especially for the fact that this content meet is just not a just now thing. This going to be not a just nothing. This is something that have been going on for years upon years, since 56. I mean, this is too old for us to still be at this stage where today we see a few disciplines being brought in to the game, and then the following year some being dropped again. I mean, we have reached at a point where the country made now should be stable, especially when it comes to the amount of funds that are raised through these games. So, what is the excuse? Is it that there is no funding for these games? Is that what our organizers want to tell us? That there is no funding? I mean, this will be very hard to believe. This will be very hard to believe if our organizer wants to tell us that there is no funding for this game. Looking at the amount of funds that are being raised. So, what is the essence of raising of these amounts if we cannot use them for the purpose for which we are raising, we are getting all of these fundings from? Some more needs to be done. Any moment from now, we will be joined by our chief, our boss, and Mr. Andrew Don, and he just told me that he will be joining the broadcast anytime from now. So the next game we are going to is the one between Babulu and that of Monserrado. And as I said, Monserrado County is the only team that have made history. First time ever to fire in a female coach. Now, okay, just before we get into discussing this whole game, I want you to give us some information about this coach for the Monserrado team. We need to know something about her. We need to know something about her. Who is she? Where has she been? Has she coached other teams before? Or is this her first time? Kai, please come
No,
in.
she's not a stranger to sport in Liberia. She is the current coach of the Under 20 Women National Team. She coached F Angels. She has been around for a couple of years now, taking part in some 11 training, serving as assistant coach. She was even a player. She transitioned from a player to assistant coach, from assistant coach, then she grew. And then finally, she started coaching determined girls. Then later on, she left. She went to a different team. And then the how she started making her names into the league. That how finally Elevate decided to award her the under 20 contract. And she took our girls to Sierra Leone, the Manager River Union tournament. And
Mm.
then they played 4 games. The 4 games they played, they draw 3, and the last one, Liberia was able to beat Sierra Leone 2-1. Why? Why they play 4 games? Because the Manager River Union tournament is a 4 teams tournament. But Ivory Coast and Guinea could not make their way to the tournament. So Liberia and Sierra Leone have to play each other 4 times with the higher person with the highest points walk away with the trophy. And Liberia won her last game, and then Liberia walked away with the trophy. So currently Liberia is the current champion of the Manan River Union tournament. All thanks to the Lily Famada Dam. She's been around, she's a household name in the female football.
Hmm. Okay. Famata being a household name in the female football. And I mean, from what you have just said, it is clear that she has actually been making her name. It is clear that she has actually been making her name, and this is something that we can say is good. It's welcoming. I mean, she being a female and being able to do what she's doing, I mean, this is great. This is just great. And we hope to see her doing more of this. And we hope to see more of her. I mean, we need to see female doing this. We need to see a female, I mean, coming in and wanting to make their own debut. I mean, there should not just be a man dominant game. This is not just be should not just be a man dominant field. There is a need that
Yeah,
our female begin to come in and start to, I mean, have their own parts to play. And what she's doing is actually great. What she's doing is actually great. And I, for one person, I appreciate that. And she's doing well. She's doing well. She's doing very well as that. And this is great. And we hope to see more of this from her. And now we will move up to our next game. Our next game, which is the how you call it?
tomorrow feature.
Opolu. No, we have another game that we have
Oh,
not talked about yet. That
oh,
is
all right.
the Babulu game. The Babulu game is one game that we have not talked about yet. And this game was actually another interesting game. And it ended in a 2-2 draw. That is where the Monserrato team had an encounter with the Babulu team. And this was the final match of the day. This was the final match of the day, and it was interesting, very interesting as that. And this match ended in a draw. And Babulu County, for her part, impressed her team with their determination, while Monserrato County, on the other hand, traditionally, Monserrato is one of the strongest county, and they rely on the experience to secure their points. I think let me add Mr. Dunn to this discussion. Okay, you are welcome, Chief.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you for the show also.
Okay. So we are just having a chat about the national council meet that is ongoing, its purpose, and currently we are discussing the games that I've played, and we will later on come in into the games that will be played on tomorrow, which is Wednesday.
Yeah, sounds good. That's a the beautiful thing you guys are doing to help to keep the platform going. That's why we hope, pray that at least we be doing this thing so that the message of football can spread in Liberia when it comes to the national county meet. Uh, I think it's event that brings people together from all walks of life, of the country, of the 15 counties in the country. It bring them together, you know, unify them in terms of this kind of event. And so I think it's a great thing. But I'm so sometimes I think I'm not really getting the objective, the aims and objective, the reason why, the rationale behind having a national county meet every year. I'm still struggling unless somebody probably explained it to me. It was in passing. You guys was talking about, well, why they organizing it for some of the pages, sport page, and then other kind of stuff. I saw one of the journalists reported from Bapolu, I know Bapolu, which on the county, T.
Mhm.
Clark Wesley, and then he mentioned that this sport page is mess up,
That's yeah.
And
Torres Guedon.
yeah, and so uh, I think if the national sport meet will be something that we will cherish, it will be something that we Liberians have to take on as our own to make it our national league is something that we should do. Okay, instead of doing it only once a year and then it's done, we wait again. Next December again, we start again. I think since the national team or the RE, the Barrow, the Oilers, the rest of the thing, I think they are all live their lives, in terms of football life and these things they done. So I think if you elevate the national country league to another level, they make it like a division league, like a premium league, something that we will call it, so that every country they can be around league. Every country playing this one, all of the 15 countries, they be playing each other. They put them into the national league. But I'm struggling to understand the key rationale behind the national country sports meet every year, because that you were saying, David, you mentioned about the money. Where are the funds? They don't give any account of what they raised, what they spent, and what the balance, and how much did they give to the winners. And somebody suggested that every year a county meet, at least when you finish hosting a county meet, you should, that money that you generated should be used on another county, to build a mini stadium for another country.
Mm-hmm.
So after 10 years, you will have 10 good stadiums, in the country. But for now, nothing like such is happening. So like people at the hem of power, they just sit there and then carry on corruption, eat the money, and then they come on Facebook to talk nonsense. These are some of the things, because you can be having national county meet, and then the people, the direct beneficiary is not being affected. Okay, and so there are a lot of things to say on the issue of the county meet. For me, I think they should just abolish the whole county meet something and redirect their energy towards something that will benefit the Liberian people. Because county meet is not benefiting the Liberian people. You say, yeah, bring people together around the festive period or carrying it up to January, but who benefiting from it? Who's benefiting from it? The financial aspect, who accounting for what? I mean, let's keep discussing. I'm here listening, and then I will make my contribution as we go further. But it's for me, it's so alarming, and I don't know what they are actually doing at the Ministry of Youth and Sport on the issue of county meet, because every year in, year out, the same issue, the same attitude, the same thing, nothing changing as well, and still doing the same thing, go to and fro.
All right, so what's really happening? Who are the beneficiaries? I mean, all of the funds that are being raised, what are they doing with it? I mean, these funds, you could use it to do a lot of development in several counties, especially when it comes to building mini stadiums or mini, let's just say, sport pitch. I mean, if you can do this, this will serve as a motivation to the counties. You will give them more reason to say, wow, that if this is happening, if this kind of development is coming into my county, definitely I can do more. I can contribute more towards this process. But the common man comes and contribute his $5 and $10, and then you receive it at the end of the game. You see nothing, no development, nothing. Even counties are having problems in paying fees. Some of the things that they have taken, they start to try to struggle among themselves to pay it. I mean, then what is the need? Yeah, we see the
before you go further, and David, something just came to mind. That I want to see. Must they county meet fund? Because we're talking about national development, sports development in the country. Mm-hmm. Monrovia is not Liberia. Must the finals, all of the finals we play in Monrovia every year? Why can't we go Grand Bassa County? Why can't we go Nima County? Why can't we catch the final in Lofa County? Must the final be played in Liberia, in Monrovia every year? I said no. How do you think sport will develop in the other country? How do you think the people will feel the impact of the national county league, but not just only listening to radio? So, for instance, if you say Lofa and Nima is going, or both of them are going for the final, or Lofa, whichever county, select a venue, or apart from Monrovia should not have to host the final every time. I know people will come with justification and say, oh, Monrovia, all of the 16 tribes are in Monrovia. Yes, all of the 16 tribes are in Monrovia, so they will be fully represented. Granted. But we want to decentralize the national county meet. I agree that you're taking it over to the opening matches, you are taking it over to the various counties. But I think one day one of the finals must be played in one of the counties.
Mhm.
You can play in Bon County, you can play in Nima County, you can play in Lofa County, you can play in Grand Bassa County. But everything should not just be done in Monrovia. I thought to put that one into.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And that is actually a very, very good point. Kai, let's take a look at this. Why should the county meet final always be played in Monrovia and no other county? Why? Why is that? And you have other counties, and this game should not only serve as a means of unity, this game could also serve as a means of development. And you raise all of the funds. So let's say, as Mr. Don just said, right? You play the country made this year, and then the fund raised, you take a certain amount of it and say, this amount, we are building a mini stadium in a county. And before the following year, you have that already ready. The next final can be played there. The next amount that will be raised from there can also be transferred to another county. And when you have that, you just continue to do the same. And once you do that, that is also a means of bringing development into the county. You encourage the people of that county to now begin to contribute. You encourage the people of that county to now see themselves in the game. That if I continue to contribute to this process, definitely my county will have the opportunity to have a mini stadium. And this is something that the folks at the Ministry of Youth and Sports actually needs to take a look at. They need to do this because you cannot just keep raising money from people and people are not seeing the necessary improvements. People are not seeing the necessary development. Once you continue to do this, it becomes an issue. And people now will start to talk. And people now will start to lose interest. And once that starts to happen, definitely this entire county meet will lose its momentum. So there is a need that the organizer starts to do these things, starts to invest in the various counties, establish mini stadiums. And this will actually help to improve the county meet. So, Kai, what do you have to say about this? Hello, Kai.
Maybe Kai freezing.
Yeah, I think it's
You getting me?
Okay, yes, I'm getting you now.
Okay. For now, I think for now the idea of bringing the Candeli into the final is a good idea. But for now, most of the candidates they don't have a good view. So for now, my suggestion to the Ministry of Youth and Sport is host this year Candeli in Monrovia. Then money raised from this year Candeli can be diverted to the winner of this year Candeli, build a solid stadium in that county, and then the following year, which is 2026, 2027, and then take that final and carry in that county. One, carrying that final into the county will not only decentralize sports, it will also open a lot of those economics, right? You see people going to the county, people will go and book hotel, people will cook, people will go and buy
There
people
are
food.
businesses. Yeah.
Yes, business and economy will improve and citizens will benefit. But every year, one place, we need to change that. We need to change it. We need to change it. Since 1960, I think the idea is old now. We need a fresh idea, a fresh one. That's all.
Yeah. So the folks there need to actually look at this and see as to whether they can start to work towards that. If it cannot happen this year, I mean next year, let there be a difference. Let there be a difference. Move the funnel into other counties. Let other counties begin to experience Let all counties begin to experience what Liberia continue, that is Monrovia continue to experience. All right, we now have Clinton. Clinton is now joining in. Clinton is now just in. So let these other counties begin to experience. Welcome, Clinton.
I mean, Javon sleeping.
Clinton, you are muted. You are muted. Okay, until Clinton gets set up. So this is something that we need to do. I mean, work on that modalities. Get the money, invest it. And let the other counties begin to benefit from this. Let this other county begin. I mean, just imagine, as Carl said, if people want to witness this final, they travel from Nima, from Maryland, from Lofa, and they come to Monserrado to witness the final. So what if there comes a time that people also have to travel from all of these other counties to either go to Bonn, to either go to Nima, or to go to Bassa, or some other county to also witness the same final? Just imagine the improvement, the economic improvement that will happen there. So there is a need that we begin to work on this. Welcome, Clinton.
Welcome, and let me say many thanks to everyone. The man Kai, Benedict Brown, and the rest of the guy that are present on this live this afternoon. But even though I just came here, I just saw the message in the group chat. I don't really know what's the discussion, but I need somebody who can brush me up quickly, then I can go into the discussion. Yeah, I on campus, I on university. I just message, let me just join my guys. Yeah.
Okay, so just keep following you again. It's like the man wants to become a PR for the school because everything he say he has to mention the school in it. We understand in pro, you will get a job. So that is it. There is a need that the issue of the funnel be decentralized. It's not every time we come for county meet funnel, we come to Monserrado. County meet funnel, Monserrado. County meet funnel, Monserrado. Why can't we take the funnel to other counties? Why? Why? And all of the funds that have been raised, what are they doing with it? What are they doing? That after the game, then we see no improvement. We see nothing. County meet end and everything ends. Just like that. Just like that. So everyone will have their take on the county meet, and after that, we will go back to the purpose of the county meet, because Mr. Don is saying
CEO, I want to come in. I want to just make my point and just go back to class.
Yeah, go ahead, Clinton.
So I just grab a little point from the entire discussion. It is relating to decentralization when it comes to the national county school meets, and it is a very good idea to decentralize, especially the funnel. But I think there is progress that has been made when it comes to the county meet, because for a few years now, like most of the first day we used to just come to the SKD, everybody would just start and leave from there and everything there. But at least there have been little effort that have been made, wherein the group stages is play games from the group stage is playing the various counties where they will divide the zones, zone days, zone A, zone B, just like that. And for one reason, you see how the Lofa and that Grand Bassa game was actually looking a few days ago. You see the stadiums, you see the Dory Williams Stadium, very part of capacity. And that gives another opportunity to business people in that region to like the hotel, restaurant. You just need a rest. You know, it gives them that kind of courage. It gives them that kind of opportunity where their business they will actually run for that level of time. The federal country is going to be there, or spectators or supporters of the federal country is going to be there for that game until the end of that particular group stage. And also we'll take a look at the area of Monserrado County going to Bapuru, and that was so nice because that made the people feel like yes, they are part of Liberia too. Can I just keep them away. Even though Bapolu seems to be one of the far away countries in Liberia, but at least spending most of rather in that one country to go and host their part of the group stage there, it was very nice. Very nice idea by those in authority when it comes to the country meet. It was very good. So we can continue to preach this. We can continue to talk on this so that at least the funnel can be decentralized. Like Nimba County now, Nimba can now boast of two, recognized, standardized sport page now for Nimba County. One is in Ganta City, that is called the Compass Stadium, and another one is in Sanikore, that is named right after a floor sema. I don't know, floor Thomas or floor.
Yeah, that is the
Yeah.
one I was just
So,
dedicated.
Lima, it is not in Lima. We can capture Bon County. Since Bon is in the center of the country, we can say, okay, this year County mid funnel will be played in Bon County. Or even if we cannot carry the funnel there, some of maybe semi funnel, quarter funnel, we can say, okay, yeah, let's play the quarter funnel in the center of the country, which is Bon County. Let's play here. At least the hotel, the restaurant, the shops, the stores, the water, the main again water company. Let's just name the motorcyclists, the keke men. These guys will have the opportunity. Everyone will have the opportunity to receive customer for that length of time, and it will actually boost their business. So, guys, I just want to make my point. I'm very in class. I just want to make my point. Yeah, the topic was so interesting. So, yeah, I'm seeing somebody in the corner there. See you, hula man. Don is in the. I just want to make my point. That I'm going to leave you guys.
Okay, all right. Thanks for chipping in. Alright, so as we were saying, this though the main purpose of this league is to unify Liberians. But there are other that we can begin to look at now for the fact that this is getting more than every day. This is improving every day. There is a need now that we start to see it in a different aspect, from a different way, that not just unity, but will also bring economic empowerment to other countries. And not that we will also help to promote talents. We could help to promote skills. I mean, we need to start seeing the county meet as that, and not just for us to come on the field and celebrate, we finish, we go home and sit down. No. So Ministry of Youth and Sports, you people needs to start doing more. And before we go further, the Liberia National County Sports Meet, mostly called National County Meet, is Liberia's most prestigious and widely followed inter-county sporting competition. It is an annual multi-sport festival designed to foster national unity, youth engagement, reconciliation, and grassroots talent development through athletics and team sports. Now, that is just to summarize all that this whole country meet is all about. Firstly, is to foster national unity. That is, after maybe some times of politics, after some times of heated arguments, and the month of December comes, and then everyone just forget about everything, and we come together, irrespective of your religion, irrespective of your background, irrespective of your political affiliation. You just come and celebrate and cheer your team to victory. That is what the county meet is purposely for. But when you come to the issue of national unity, like I asked you earlier on, Kai, is this county meet actually fostering the issue of national unity? Is it? Because what we are saying is that at certain point, in certain games, we had more division. We just have Joel that have just joined us. We have more division into the county meet than unity, where people started to fight among themselves. People started to threaten each other. I mean, if this continues, it means that we are going to lose the entire county meet spirit. If this continues, we will lost the entire country spirit. So Kai, I'll give you the chance to come in, and then Mr. John, we have Joel and other person there. They come in.
Yeah, for me, I said we are still struggling in trying to unite the country. Sometimes the country, yes, sometimes you unite the countries. Like sometimes you see some people and they are not speaking, the two countries playing, and then you go on the field, you put all the person there, you say, oh my man, tell one bottle, or sometimes you and the person not speaking, but the country playing, you're from the same country and your country is in a league, your country score, you find another person, don't be on that friend. Before you check now, oh, the two people are not speaking, before you check
Mhm.
now, both of them, they are hugging each other. Yes, but at some point, you see a
Yeah,
certain
they are
country will
celebrating.
be against the other countries. Like for example, locally, game where Nima and Grenchide were playing, and because of that one error from the referee, it led to hate speech where you saw people started to throw bottles, people
Mhm.
started to misbehave on the field.
A lot
So
of things started to happen. Mhm.
we are still struggling to do that. So there are a lot of things we have to work on and put in place if we're going to unite this country. Of course.
Okay, so Joel, welcome. You have anything to say?
I want to say a pleasant good evening, good afternoon, good night, based on where uh, people watching us from. My name is Joel Moore. Joel D. Moore, one of the product of Image TV. Thank you for the brilliant topic here today concerning the National County Sport League. Yeah, there are so many issues comes to the National County Sport League. There are some difficulties. There are some uh, things that major during the county league. But this year county league, we have to be careful as a journalist. We are be reporting that we can the county league live because the put plenty measure in place. It happened to us this one time. It's not we are doing a kick up of the Summer K Sport Complex. This one time we were denied by entering the the the, the, the stadium. So by the grace of God, we'll try to make our way and do our best. So this county league is all about to unite together our rural counties, people from Grand Bassa, people from Nima, Lofa, Magidi, Bombing. It's all about for us to unite together as one citizen. That's the reason we come together to engage this county league. So all we can say, uh, let's be calm, cool, as a generator report the real issues when it comes to the country league. Let know who leading, who give our real result out there because the people depending on us. If we get first result, end of the day, then it will be Fox between the two counties. So that's it. I appreciate everyone. I appreciate the manager for bringing this topic in. But we gotta be careful. This country as a journalist, this country is very tense. We gotta be careful. So going on the field, you gotta be careful. Do what you're gonna do. Work with your colleagues. Here's some idea with your colleagues. What you do any reporting outside there, you gotta be careful with this. You can't really afford for this.
Okay, thanks to Joel Moore for the managing reporters and all those that are providing coverage for the company to be careful and mindful as to how they carry out their reportage. That there are a lot of restrictions that are being put up, and there's a need that sports journalists begin to observe that. And so, thanks to Joel for being there. And now we have just talked about the issue of the counter meet, the purpose, which is to unite Liberians, which is to promote skills and talents of the youth. And one thing I'm seeing is that the issue of empowerment, economic empowerment, are the organizers not taking this aspect into consideration? Why are they only focusing on reconciliations? They are only focusing on youth engagements. They are just focusing on national unity. What about the issue of economic empowerment? This should have a major role into this process, because this is a means through which we could empower a lot of folks. This is a means through which we could reach out to help other individuals, local marketers, hotels, people that are selling food. We could help in this way to promote their business, help their business go, especially with the decentralization with the league. So I think the Ministry of Youth and Sports needs to look in this light and see how they could work on the issue of decentralization, especially when it comes to the funder. This issue of the funder should not always be Monserrato, Monserrato, Monserrato. There is a need that the issue of the funder starts to spread out to other parts of the county. And also, the issue about fine in place. It won't be that year one we see David Siwalu playing, year two David Siwalu, year three David Siwalu, year four David Siwalu. No, there is a need that we start to put restriction as to how many times a person can fire in for the county meet. You play 1-2 season, that's okay for you. Let the other folks come in and play. I mean, the issue of doing the whole research.
And let me just make a little comment on that, David and Joel. Look, you see, you know, for me, that's the reason why I will always say my country is not ready here when it comes to improving sports in Liberia. Look, people should start making mockery out of sports. Look, okay, maybe he said it may has a talent, right? I think they have regulation that, you know, people who feature on maybe first division or second division, like they can play in the content meet, but depending on the number of players. But look, the one thing that always baffles me and it pains my heart, and I always say this, like, this year Joel played for, or last year Joel played for Bonkante. And Joel was the MVP. This year Nima saw him, Nima picking up. What the hell? Which country are you representing? Are you truly representing your country? You see, somehow when we're growing up, when we're kids growing up, we used to follow the country meet on the national television and the local radio. But I remember on the local, and that's a name that left in my mind because I was in the last country meet I actually listened to one John Carton. About John Carton from Bonkante. So what happened? Why is so happy in those days? Those people that were on the county meet before they came to Monrovia, or they used to come to Monrovia, the people used to come from the various counties, representing their counties. But nowadays, majority of them are in Monserrato County. Nearly every 80 to 90% are in Monserrato County. So those of them that are in Monserrato County, they leave from that play for maybe Lescar, play for LPRC, play for this other, Image FC, all that kind of thing, and then they register on a national county meet. That's good, but you should have a country of origin. Will you play for Liberia today and go play for Guinea tomorrow? No, it's not a Premier League where you can buy player from this league, from Arsenal player go to Chelsea player go to Barcelona. No. It doesn't look that way in the same league. So Emmanuel Barrow can say a player to no. The country meet is representing your country of nativity, your country of origin. That's the country you come from. They should not do it like they do like the Premier League. Then the National League, they do it. That people can jump from any team, they jump from any team. No. The county meet is when David Abasewolu play for Bonkante, there where he hailed from, meaning that you continue to play for Bonkante. Because it's the country, it's your country of origin. It's where you claim you came from. Why would you want to search allegiance? Because you have no link. Your name is a Gayezo. Gaison is a name that is typical to Grand Bassa, to Riverside County. And probably maybe some part of Mark County, but that Gaison name, or Zondo name, or Zoyu name, that name alone, Kayue name is associated with Grand Bassa. But that guy, he played for Lofa County. He played for Nima. He played for Bon County. So where is the Zondo? Where's the Gaison? So the Ministry of Youth and Sport needs to come up with measures that will prohibit these things. Because you cannot play for John Brown last year or County A last year and you go where you claim you came from, and then you go to County B that you have no link to this year. I think the Ministry of Youth and Sport is lacking on that. They need to do something about it. They don't want to do anything about that kind of thing, but they need to do something about it. That's the only way you will control the league. You will not see players leaving from County A to County B. It happened in the keyboard tournament too as well. So they should not equate it to the National League or the Premier League that they get in Ladro or the First Division League Ladro, where players can leave from the play. No, the country is the country, a representing a country. So you cannot play for Brazil and then you say you go play for Argentina because everyone plays in South America. Or because you say your man from Brazil and your part from Argentina, so they say you play for Brazil and next day you go play for Argentina. No. I thought to add that one there, and we here. Let's keep the conversation live.
Okay, and so that's just what I'm saying. You cannot continue doing this. A county meet is a county meet. You pay from your county of your origin. Stay there. So now, let's look at this right now. The county meet that is playing now. Check the various teams and see how many of those people that are playing that are actually from that country.
No, they are not.
You will see that those that are playing from the majority of them are from different places, different countries. And that should not be the case.
So you will see that the loyalty will not be there because they will not go there for the money, so there will be no loyalty.
That's all. It just go there because of the money and nothing else.
Sure, that's what happening. If you have the most of our players from Lofa County, they may take transfer to Nima County this year.
So if you think Tue is playing for Grand Bassa County, and then Tue is originally from Grand Bassa County, but Tue is playing for Lofa County. Even though he's originally from Grand Bassa County, his neighbor stream is buried in Grand Bassa County. His mom and pa from Grand Bassa County. But because he has the talent, he plays for Lofa County or Nima County, whatever the county may be. And say Tue is a defender, or Tue is a striker, or Tue is a goalkeeper. Look, if Nima County and Grand Bassa goes to the final, and Tue bloodline is from Grand Bassa, where his mom and pa were born, and probably he was born there too. And at the time in the time, and you think you don't want you think Tue will not want for a country to take the glory. You think Tue will think for Nima County? Tue will manipulate the thing. Tue will say, "Look, I'm a striker. I will miss that goal. I'm a striker, or I'm a defender. I will blunder. You know, so for Grand Bassa to carry in school, or I'm a goalkeeper. I will add lazy so they can score on me. So my Grand Bassa can win. You will not see the loyalty. You will not see it."
Yeah. And this happens too when Mr. Don. That is just one aspect that you are given about it. Let's take another aspect where Joel is for Grand Bassa County and he goes to play for Nima County. And Nima County and Grand Bassa County are encountering. And as they are playing, Joel is a defender or maybe a goalkeeper. And a ball comes from Grand Bassa County and Joel trying all he can to catch that ball, and mistakenly that ball slips. People from somewhere will say this man intentionally allowed that ball to pass because
definitely.
So say they made for Grand Bassa, why he allowed a Grand Bassa ball to score on us, even though he played for Nima, but for Grand Bassa, why he allowed Grand Bassa ball to score. So this is how the Ministry of Youth and Sports needs to start to see this. If you are from Grand Bassa, you play for Grand Bassa, no other county. You are from Nima, you play for Nima. You are from Magibi, you play for Magibi. Don't go to another county. I mean, there should be restriction on these things.
Yeah.
And that's it.
But in my mind, I don't think they're going to bring restriction on it. Regard everything in Liberia is politicized. If you brought that thing out right now, people with egos at the Ministry of Youth and Sport, they feel they know everything, even though they know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they know nothing, because if they knew something, they would have elevated youth activity in Liberia. Look at the amount of youth that are applying in the street doing nothing. What are the programs the Ministry of Youth and Sport coming off annually? That's why they gave you FMA, he passing all around crying. Not because the Ministry of Youth and Sport, and then you're not elevating the youth activity in Liberia. You're not doing anything that will benefit the youth in Liberia, and you claim to say, "Oh yeah, I'm the Ministry of Youth and Sport," or work at the Ministry of Sport, Youth and Sport, and do X, Y, and Z, and you're depending on donor money to do a lot of things. So these things will not work because people politicize every little thing in that country. But again, as the head of that institution, you should come with a technical administrative team to come up with rules and regulation, govern the national county meet. Now every year you change your rule because it want to benefit a politician. One politician want to benefit them, and then you change your name. You got Unity Party in power this time, so they will do everything possible to support to benefit Unity Partisan or the hurricane of Unity Partisan. Nonsense, that should not happen. The national county meet should be vote of politics. If you focus directly on national unity, if you focus on national unity, if you focus on economic activity in the various countries that the activity is taking place. But everything is politicized in Liberia, and it's shame.
And one thing that you talk about that just came to my mind is the issue about how they go about this whole Ministry of Youth and Sports thing. I think that the ministry have placed their entire focus just on the issue of sports, and they have forgotten about every other thing concerning youth.
Yes.
How can they think? Yeah,
no, not just on the issue of sports, say on the issue of just football, because
yes, all the other sports that only football. There are a lot of challenges. Even the amputee team, for them to get up here down, they got how to protest before they get up here down. Real protests are telling you to the president house, sometimes to the executive mansion, sometimes to the ministry.
Look at the car the people are using. Look at the car the amputee team using. See how rotten that paper is. See how rotten that bus is.
They rented
Let me just come in. Let me just come in. It comes to the amputee player, they do well for us because anytime they go to bring cup, but they'll deny me. Yeah, because all they'll deny me because of our condition. They may not go to play in the country. You the rap ball or rap picker, or when they may not get transportation, they get a plea together when they see the man in the real market. Collecting 1 or 2. Why should pay the man that? Or because of our condition, then they may have 2 and 2 for career bring trophy. They always draw the beat. So what issue there? So they will be very tough. See, the fair player from Lofa Kante, John Nima Kante, they ask him, say, he can't know if you want Lofa or even Nima. What's the issue there? So they will be very tough. We want to be careful. Or be careful of our report. When you tell anybody, we want to be careful. So we are applying with the pass now. We apply with the pass already for Image TV. Other one we apply. Then we call them, I call the man last name and say, we want people that will swear. He's a poor swear. The thing on the OP, he's a OP. Then he said, we want people that will swear. That's the issue there.
But that argument, they can't hold on that argument because SWA is just doing the regularization. There are so many people that are doing their registration and SWA have not even issued ID card. So if they want to go and SWA, maybe they will go by the listing of those that have already applied. If that is how they want to take it, then they'll have to do the listing of those that are applied. Because SWA have not issued anyone ID card yet. They just put in a regularization list. I just even contacted them because I see other lists they put it up. My name is not coming up. I saw car name, but I'm checking the listing again. I'm not saying car name on it again. So I even wrote that I told them that people from our side apply, and we saw our name on the first listing that you people pull up. But surprisingly, I'm not seeing our name taken. What's happening? Nobody has responded for that yet. Yeah.
I even just pay my money. I even just pay
Yeah.
my $15.
They're not even
Just see my
putting
new
people $200 registration. So that's why they say they want to go back. That's why it's not even putting people need up yet.
Car, what happened is going to when SK they don't do the kick off. Any person
They
want they
don't have
don't
it.
on est soir,
Yeah.
I say yo meilleur way you as inside, you meilleur way you can. C'est là bi me one or two quoi le megi. Et pour ça on est soir, alors il was soir and which means soir what you even sport, right?
Yeah, if they
I
want
do think
if they want a listing or come from SWA, we do not have problem. It means that SWA have to speed up the process of their membership regularization at their own current day. Because I've just started the process. So it means that Ministry of Youth and Sport will have to wait for SWA to finish with the regularization process before listing can come up. So they cannot even do that. It won't be possible.
50 hour it happened all last year during the county league. Who went there who apply our passes everything posé as long pas soir mémoire les gars pass. Ain't happy. It happened. So mago someone we on get one or two pass you know just open that county live. So maybe that's just
Yeah.
what happened there. I just
The
not
thing
seeing it.
is, the thing is, they are not wrong by saying that, well, they want a member of the Sports Rental Association. But what they cannot do now is to deny me, to deny you, or to deny Kai that have done his registration process, that have paid his money, and is awaiting his ID card. They cannot deny me from getting passed. That will not be possible because I have done my registration with SWA and everything. SWA now is responsible to issue my ID card. If SWA does not issue me an ID card, that does not mean that you cannot deny me the process of reporting from my platform. That one, I do not even want to get into that argument here because it's a whole different thing. Because they cannot do that. There are people that have just registered with SWA and SWA have not issued them any identification yet. So how are you going to rectify that? Will you call SWA office and give you the listing? If that is what they are doing, they can call SWA office and SWA will send their listings of those that have just done their registration. Then they'll be able to go by that. But without that, they cannot go by that process of only taking a membership from SWA. It will not hold. It will not hold. Seriously. So we should not even go into that argument. So the content meet is on, and I will now turn over to Kai to give us a rundown about teams that are going to be playing tomorrow. So Kai, can you just give us a rundown about who and who will be playing tomorrow?
Okay, the 2025-2026 National County Sport League preliminary round kickball. In Group A, we have Grand Crew versus River Cess, 12 a.m. River G versus Maryland, 2 p.m. Then we have Grand Crew versus River Cess, 2 p.m. River G versus Maryland, 4 p.m. That's in Sport Group A. Then Group D, you have Bum County versus Babolu. That's in football. Bum County versus Babolu, yeah, that's in football. Football and kickball. Then in Group C, we have Kidman versus Grand Bazar, 11 a.m. kickball match. Grand Judea versus Lofa, that's football, 2 p.m. Then Kidman versus Grand Bazar, that's football again. Grand Judea versus Lofa, 4 p.m. That's Group C feature. Then Group B features, we have Mike Gibby versus Nima in kickball, Sano versus Bome in kickball. Then Mike Gibby again versus Nima in football is kick off at 2 p.m. and Sano versus Bome in kick off time is 4 p.m. That's all from my end.
Okay, so that's the fixture. Group A, kickball, Grand Crew versus River Cess, River G versus Maryland, and for the football we have the same Grand Crew and River Cess. We have River G and Maryland for Group A, kickball and football. Group B, kickball and football, we have Maggie versus Lima. We have Sano versus Bomi in the football and kickball in Group B. In Group C, we have Ekmont versus Grand Bassa. We have Grand Gillet versus Lofa in both football and that of kickball. In Group D kickball, we have Bonk versus Bapolu. In kickball, we have Bonk versus Bapolu in football. And also that will be playing. And that is it. So these games are going to be quite interesting because some of these teams have tasted defeat. They have tasted losses at the beginning of the game. And now they are coming back with a whole aim of regaining whatever they have lost in the first encounter. And we hope that this game will be actually interesting. And we are also hoping that we have all of the means to continue to provide our followers with live coverage of the games tomorrow. So on this slide, I would like to take final words from everyone. So I will firstly start with Joel. Joel, can you please give us your final word as we're about to come to an end of this program?
Yeah, I want to say thanks to the Image TV family and thanks to other reporters that doing this live program here today. So that's it. Only thing I can say, we have to be careful this year. Canada will be very tough. As a reporter, going to see what know what is the report, the actual update that happening on the field. We report. So we have to be careful this year. This year Canada will be very tough. I think as you follow the lead from Grand Bassa County, the guy from the man I took the
Joel, if you're talking about it being tough, are you speaking in terms of there will be are you anticipating violence, or what do you mean it will be tough? You kept repeating the word tough.
It will be tough because I don't know party just going time we end on the field. That's what I'm saying. It will be tough as a journalist. You have either Sua Adiga or you have to pass. So the reason I say it will be tough. Not happy the content really.
Okay, I think he's more concerned about the entry, the access to the game and the playing page. That there are a lot of restrictions that are being put on media institutions.
We went far. Going to the media say we'll go to the other guy and get a pass. One of the still ourselves more men know about phases. We went there and made the other enter. But we'll be careful this year can really. And no matter attention, but as a general, you gotta be careful why you report and why you say your report you get a big fat job. That's what I can say.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Joel. We now go to Kai. Kai, your final word.
My final word before we leave, I think the tomorrow game will be interesting. We'll be looking at Grand Bassa. We'll be hoping to bounce back from their defeat. Then we also have Grand Gillet too. We'll also be hoping to bounce back from that defeat against the almighty Lofa. And then Kidman with 2 in a kickball. 2 will be hoping. Then Mike Gibby won again, Nima won. Then Sano Kande will be hoping to get a win against Bombing. Then River Cells will be hoping to get a win against Grenko, who already has 3 points. And then River G will be hoping to get a win against Maryland. And Maryland too will be hoping to get a win against River G. We should put them in a good position to qualify.
Everybody just hoping to get away.
Yeah.
All right. So Kai, thanks so much for being on this edition of Image Sports Update, and I would like to say many thanks to you. Do have yourself a wonderful time.
Okay, same to you.
Okay, so now Mr. Don, any final word?
Yeah, basically I want to thank you and the team for keeping the platform alive. Sometimes I do follow. I appreciate it so much. Let's keep doing it. Like encourage, also share the show as we doing it. If we can get like the last time you screamed the county late, I seen that. I mean, we have a lot of viewers. I was watching it. I think we have some more person viewing at the time. But I think after the post, how they call it, screaming, we were almost 3,000 to 4,000 or 5,000 viewers. That's okay for us. But let's keep it on. Let's keep it on. We should not be left. Other platform, they started that way, and I'm sure we can be able to do it. And like you did the show today, I think there's something that we recommended the last time. I think it's due to fruition. At least people are coming on the show to give that contribution, to be able to contribute, to the show. When we keep it all like that, and then everybody have their own audience. So when we're on the platform, we just share it to our own page, and the people who following us, they will be able to follow the show. That would be good. They will be able to grow our audience. We'll be able to grow our platform. That would be good for every one of us. So let's just continue it. Let's continue it. When you have the time, we host your own program. The colleague can join you and see how best we can carry on the platform. So I want to thank you so much for bringing all this money. And I'm sitting by anytime I feel live, I will join. But let's do the image spotlight on Friday. Friday morning. I want to discuss on that education thing, what the decision they took against those schools and that abusing of that child, when they beat the child. And other funny men I was dancing to one other school. I just want to, if you find the video, I think I get the video for the child. But I don't know what the guy was dancing with red thing on. You can find the video, you can upload it so we can go to. I want to discuss, the morality in education. What moral are they bringing into the educational system? Bringing those kind of funny guys, and they doing what moral are you teaching the children, and also abusing the children, beating them like that in school like that. Are we still beating children in school even though we want to punish them? So I want to discuss something on the image spotlight like that on Friday. It will be on Friday morning. My time here, maybe let's say 9 o'clock my time. I'm sure I will be on time at that time. Let's say 9 o'clock my time on Friday morning, so we can be able to do it. Or 8 o'clock. We'll try to do 8 o'clock my time. Will be 1 o'clock your time. So we all together, we can join it and see. I'll see if I can be able to send data between 9 to that Friday, so that we all can be able to join the program and have it. So that you can be able to share the little data with your colleagues, so they can be able to join. So together we can be able to discuss that. Until then, thank you, and I appreciate every one of you.
Okay, thanks so much for being on this program, and do have yourself a wonderful time.
A moment of unity, a time to smile and cheer our counties to victory. From the east to the west, from the north to the south of Liberia. It is a time when we all leave our political differences aside and unite as one county, singing the same lines of victory song for our boys and girls. This is the National County Sports Meet.
And I tell you, yes, indeed, this is the National County Sport Meet on Image TV. And we just had a fruitful and very interesting discussion here. And I would like to say many thanks to everyone for being a part of this program. It was actually an interesting one, and I do hope that we can do more of this. On this light, I would like to say many thanks to all of our viewers, all those who helped to share this program. I'd like to say many thanks to you. But before I take my leave, I would just like to give you a performance comparison takeaway on the games that I've played. And I would like to begin with those teams with the strongest performance. And those teams with the strongest performances has to do with Nima County, has to do with Lofa County, and finally with Rainbow G. And the most balanced match in the entire county meet so far is the match between Maryland County and that of Brain Crew. And the most entertaining game in the past games that I've just played is the game between Bapolu and that of Monserrado County. That was the most entertaining game. And then when we come to teams that are under pressure, when we say under pressure, it means teams that were defeated in the past game and they need to come back big. they need to come back strong. Those teams include Riverside, Sano County, Bowman County, and that of Grand Gila County. Those counties needs to come up with more strength to redeem wherever they have lost. Well, and so folks, as the competition progresses, expectations continue to rise, and the race for qualifications intensifies. The county meet continues to unite Liberia through football, through sportsmanship, and county pride. On this slide, I would like to say many thanks to you for watching and following Image TV. This is your home of inspiring, informative, and educative program. I'm your host, David Siwalu. Until next time, stay connected and stay inspired. Do have yourself a wonderful time, and bye-bye for now.
A moment of unity, a time to smile and cheer our counties to victory. From the east to the west, from the north to the south of Liberia. It is a time when we all leave our political differences aside and unite as one county, singing the same lines of victory song for our boys and girls. This is the National County Sports